Welcome back to the Sideline Report. I'm Donna Hopkins, sitting in for Marvin Jackson. In the studio with me is Lexter Taylor from HSNR and the locker room reporter Shannon Cross and ESPN980 The Sports Fix, Tom Loverro. On the phone with us, joining me is number 92, Chris Baker. Hey, Chris, welcome to the Sideline Report.
Hello, how are you?
Pretty outstanding. First of all, I want to talk to you about becoming a member of the Burgundy and Gold. How did that happen?
Well, actually, when I first got here, I was a free agent from Miami, and I got released. I was waiting for a team to call, and the first week of the season, I think it was Jarvis Jenkins. He was injured in the last preseason game versus the Baltimore Ravens. And I was happy to be watching that game while I was in Miami. I called my agent. I said, Redskins D-lineman got hurt. They might need some D-linemen in Washington. And next thing you know, that next Sunday, my agent called me and said that Washington had wanted to work me out. And I did a workout for me. They signed me to their practice squad, and I've been here ever since.
Well, let me tell you this. You've been a big key part of that defensive front. But let's talk about the last two games a little bit. I hate to go back to the Giants game because I'm sure you want to forget that game also. But could you talk a little bit about what happened defensively in that game and how you move forward past that game?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's plain and simple. We got our butts whooped that game. You know, they had a great game plan, and we got outplayed. We got outcoached. So, you know, we've came back, we looked at the film, and we've all locked in, and we're focused, and we know the things that we have to do to become a successful defense and a successful offense. So we just got to pay attention to all the little details and execute the calls the way it's supposed to be executed and try our best to get a victory.
With D-Hall out right now, it's important for that defensive front to play well as far as the pressure. I didn't see you all get as much pressure on Eli Manning, and with you having to face Russell Wilson on Monday night, how do you get more pressure up front?
Well, we just got to be disciplined in our rush lanes. You know, Russell has the ability to be able to get out of the pocket and find open lanes within the pocket and scramble and extend plays. So we have to do a good job at, having smart rush lanes outside and being able to push the pocket up in the middle. Versus Eli Manning, it was hard to really generate a pass rush because he was getting the ball out so quick. It was all timing routes, so it was kind of hard to generate a pass rush when he was getting the ball out in 1.5 seconds, So we just had to, just do a good job at just doing what we were coached to do.
Yeah, now you got, with Russell Wilson, not only does he pass the ball well, he runs the ball and it's all over the place. But let's talk a little bit about their running game. You have to contend with Russell Wilson and also with Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. And this is one of those brutal backs that, is dangerous.
Oh, yeah. He's an angry runner. He's a good running back. But, like we say, he's a good running back and he has a good running game. But I think we have, a really good defense. So, he's going to be running hard, but we're going to be out there hitting hard. So it's going to be a hard-hitting game, a physical game. So we've got to go out there and execute and get the W.
Hey, Chris, this is Lexter. I'm a former defensive tackle myself, and I wanted to really get your point of view of how the league is, I guess, the reaction to your hit last week. I felt like it was a legal hit. Can just tell the people the mindset of a defensive tackle when it comes to quarterbacks?
Well, we get paid to hunt quarterbacks. You get paid to go and sack the quarterback. So anytime you get your hands on a quarterback is always a bonus. So our goal is to get to the quarterback and the running backs, as much as possible. And just to talk about the head a little bit, I really didn't know it was a quarterback. I fell down on the play. I see the ball coming towards me. The next thing you know, I take 2 steps and look for the nearest person next to me. It just happened to be Foles, and he just got hit.
You said, oops, right?
I said, oops, my bad. It wasn't my fault. He wasn't looking. If he was looking, he probably would have been braced for the fall.
Chris, what has Coach Jay Gruden's message been? What have you heard from him following the Giants game, preparing for the Seattle game? What have been the themes from the head coach to try to put that game behind you and get ready for Seattle?
We just got to stay focused as a team and focus on the little things that made us pretty good players. You know, we got to focus on the little details that's going to make a big difference in the game. So we just got to be tuned in. We can't, keep hurting ourselves with penalties and on offense and defense. We have to play good on special teams. So we just have to find a way to put all three phases together as a team and come up with a victory. But we have the talent in the room on both sides of the ball. We just got to go out there and execute the way we know how to execute and get some wins.
Chris, this is Shannon. How's it going?
Shannon.
Wanted to ask about some of the communication breakdowns with the secondary and the D-line. What do you think is going on there in some of the past games?
I'm not sure. The D-line pretty much take care of, the run game and getting after the passer. We don't really communicate with the back end as far as coverages, and they pretty much communicate with the linebackers. The linebackers and DBs talk to each other about coverage. We're never in coverage, so we don't really know what happens on the back end. We just have to get to the quarterback and make it easier for those guys to cover people.
Hey, Chris, for those people who say, gosh, they had a hard time against the Giants, and now they've faced a team, the Super Bowl champs, ain't no way they can beat them. What would you say to them?
I'll tell them to tune in on Monday night and watch a great game. We're not no pushover team. We got to go out there and prove, how good we are. We can't just keep talking about how good we are, but now is another opportunity and a chance to go out and show how good we could be.
Well, Chris, thanks for joining the Sideline Report, and we hope that you come back again, and good luck on Monday. And one more thing, Chris, go get the quarterback.
I will. I'll try my best so I can pull out a swaggy dance for you guys.
I'm going to be looking for it. Thanks,
All right,
Chris.
thanks for having
Thank you,
me.
Chris.